Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake. Oh, my back. My back. My back. Okay, that's good there. Let's transfer over to main screen here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Not Spill the Geek Tea. Maybe it was a weather change. They also said, well, based on your pillow, you can be hurting all these angles. And I thought about it afterwards. Like, my neck's kind of stiff. Because my lower back's been killing me. And it happened when the temperature changed. So I always wear a back brace. But dang it, all the stretching. He's thinking this way, and you go this way, like it hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts. So the time scale, the time scales has helped me yet again. Now he did send me another package with longer Ethernet cables. Still waiting because it's bouncing back and forth between West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast. Now it's in Central, or was in Central the other day. Because when it gets towards Atlanta, there's a little postal cluster, and they don't know what they're doing. It's going on like a year now or more. So I'm waiting for that. I went to Walmart looking for a surge protector, just one to plug into the wall, right? They had one that has, the multiple outlets and the USB ports. Like, I don't need that. I just need even more simple. But then I look at the simple one. It's like, okay, there's one plug with the USB on top. No, because then I can't plug in the device properly, and it uses up area. So it comes out to, I sent Timescales the picture. So I'm going to, confirm with him because he knows about technology. So is Mark. I should send him a picture too. I'm just leery about looking at Best Buy because the prices, the cost. This thing at Walmart was a Philips, which Philips is still a brand name, good name. It's just a 6-plug outlet, 6-plug surge protector outlet. So I can stick it in there. I can plug in my special surge protector unit, which has, you plug in your cables. I have a cable box. So, and because it goes from the cable box to the VCR. Because the VCR is plugged into the TV. Because the TV is an old one. It's an old RCA. Boom, pull out the plug. It only went to 36 channels, I'm sorry. Went from 02 all the way to number 36. So when cable came about, cable box. And back in the day, you go to Radio Shack. You go into little plugins, And when you plug it in, it turns orange. And then Radio Shack has a device to turn your TV into a remote control system. Being in Florida, the lightning capital of the world, we were in Winter Park. Lightning destroyed the surge protector, destroyed the remote control device. But because it hit both of those, the TV was saved. This TV outlasted more than any other TV we've ever had. So I should check it once in a while. I still got 2 hours of Svengoolie to watch. Or is it 4 hours? Something like that. I'm interested in the new group, the Sven Squad, which shall become House of Svengoolie. I did put in a friend's request to Bill, the cartoon curator from Tune In With Me, who was also part of the same company. So he's on Svengoolie, not Sven. I didn't even try about the Sven. Gwen Gooley, the woman is amazing. She works at Universal Studios Hollywood. She is, Bride of Frankenstein. Gorgeous pin-up. Oh, No reply, of course. I guess that's how it is sometimes. But I tried. So I sent Timescales a picture. It's $9. I can get it through Walmart and get it here. Plug the thing in. Plug in the one surge protector unit into that. Plug in the ups into that. And plug in that special device, which will plug in an Ethernet cable and plug that into the computer. And everything be all nice and spectacular. Everything will be surge protected. And the surge protectors and the ups will be surge protected, and the nice device plugged into the wall will be surge protected, and it'll be plugged into the Wi-Fi, plugged in to the Ethernet, and not have the Wi-Fi. The only positive thing of this 4 antenna USB 3.0 Wi-Fi adapter is that I'm not pixelated. I also remember to turn off the VPN. Which, if you watch the last episode of Spill the Geek Tea, you see the little circle thing. That's when I turned off the VPN. But I was still not. But I was not pixelated. It just everything went slow. It still went slow. But that's what I got for now till I get everything taken care of. So that's good. I had a comment, a positive comment from on my last video about me. It's been a while, being distraught. A subscriber for a year said my voice was soothing. Like, yeah, if I'm not panicking anything, I'm not going, happy. It's an Cartman too, you guys. Take a deep breath. He said ASMR. So, unlike the girls that go scratching and, that other stuff with the microphone. No, it'll be someone I follow on Instagram. It's like, okay, how are you doing? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in. Out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just, let it all out. Let it loose. Close your eyes if you like to. Let my voice send you off to a better place. Start with the top of your head. Just feel everything just draining down. You have no worries at this moment. This moment is just for you. Work your way down to your feet, all that stuff. And then, flutter your eyes or just let's count to 5. Let's count back from 5, 4. Let's count back from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Something like that. Heard that many times over. Always the voice, wonderful voiceful radio, which, if I could get on the radio, that'd be nice. Okay. Now everyone's left. That's how rude. So I got the list from UPS store. I think it costs $5 to do the poster, which I'm cool with it. It's like dollar something, and then the processing, the work, the labor for it is like an extra $3. So $5 with tax. I'm okay with it. 11 by 17. I will when Mark finalizes the picture on the second version, have a cleaner picture we saw, I found a cleaner picture of the rathole.ca online. And black and white. He prefers a white one, so both mine and his will be in white. Everything else blend into the background. And be on a thin piece of paper, don't need anything thick. And stick it in a frame. So that'll be taken care of. $5. I'm very good with that. Rather than FedEx, because FedEx could do it. You could only also probably lose it somehow too. So where's my list? I keep putting in mind for a frame, I guess not length, but depth. Yeah, depth. I should fix that. Not length times width times height. It's depth times width times height. So the depth, I was thinking 8 inches, width 15 inches, and it doesn't matter how tall. But of course, maybe it has to be made. I don't know. Everything has to be changed. I think something temporary, something cheap. I did get I saw a video about Vicks Vapor Rub that said, put on your temples, put on your pimples, put it on your feet. So I got a Equate. So I got the Equate version for $2. Cause I'm stressing. It's acne everywhere. Surge protector wall, okay. Editing software, more like I said, I use ever since photo filter went away for being free, and that was like perfect for me. Everything else is like too complicated for my brain. So let's see, there's some basic thing. I just screenshot, put it on there. There it is. I'm good with it. Did you know that you can live or work near a colonial pipeline? Know where the pipeline is located in your community. Know the warning signs of a leak. Take action if you suspect a leak. Always call 811 before you dig. It's free. I'm not near one. But all this advertising is like, why waste the money? Why clog up my mailbox? Which I do have packages at the post office. But I had some packages at UPS, which I'm going to show. So disappointed with the surge protector thing. It was not in store, but I didn't think about looking. It took time. I looked upon StreamYard because I did my show, and it was like, whoa, there's not enough room or space or anything for The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on Tuesday night. So once it's shown Monday night, Tuesday I show the repeats. I show it on reruns on here, on the backup page, on Twitch. It's the only thing I can access on Twitch. And let's see. Facebook here, backup page, and Twitch. So 4 times Tuesday afternoon. Then I delete it. Keep the broadcast, but I just delete the original recordings. And because of Dave, he did a little short because that's a new feature. So I'm playing with the shorts. I'm playing with shorts, so I put some on the other page. And that was an hour and 17 minutes, something like that. I deleted it. Last night's episode of Legend of Traveling TARDIS brought the storage on StreamYard to 49 hours and 45 minutes of 50 hours storage. Now, what can I do a show for 15 minutes using StreamYard? And because I'm I'm paying monthly as well. It's only $10, but Now, for my benefit, Timescale says he's gonna sign up for a month on StreamYard, so I can put up the Doctor Who episode. We're gonna run it on. I don't know why I hesitate. I said, let me ask Dave. Let me ask Mark. It's like, why am I asking that, bro? The only benefit of being on Legend of Trying TARDIS is Dave goes in there. He does the co-producing because I go lose my mind again, forget something. Like I forget the running banner. But with timescales starting it for at least a month, next week's show can be. It's not going to be like what Oz does, Ostradamus toys. You know, I'm not going to go the whole 24-hour kind of thing. You know, it's possible. And shifting people's here and there. No, it's just going to be between 6 to 7 of us talking about Doctor Who. The joke is 4 hours, but the idea is there. I want to keep the shows at least 55 minutes because even though I have not heard back from anyone else about any arrangement, engagement, performance, that sounds much more cleaner. I haven't heard back about any singing arrangements, singing arrangement engagements. I still, and because it's still recorded, and this one, Richard Van Dark, being who he is. So why isn't I can't respond to the people on this thing? It's pre-recorded. You know that. I'm not going live until next year. Oh. Then he's got to get a mask so he can do his thing. Maybe do playlists or something. Maybe on the main show. I don't know, but I know Mr. Home Arcade says he's going to just be a blank screen. So that's all right. You can put your mask on if you want to, because Corey Make Shape Create made the mask. So if you want to do the mask, you can do that too. But that would cover. I went on to the StreamYard. I was thinking, well, it's going to be because my mind just with my back pain. If I put on the back brace, it's fine. But ever since the weather change, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling good at all. With timescales, setting up StreamYard for a month. This would cover Doctor Who. This would cover the toy show too, toy edition. Because I was thinking, I was going to delete my old one. I don't need to delete my old one. I've been invited to by timescales to join his account, and so for the time I can use it. I have my personal one, which I just can never remember how much recording time I have. I said it many times over. It's like, is it 2 hours? Do I have 2 hours recording time? Do I have an hour recording time? I think I have 2 hours recording time on the free one, which is kind of fine too, because show goes over a little bit of an hour. That's fine. I do the thing, everything set up destinations, all that stuff. It's fine. It goes there, post it, delete, post, delete. So even my free one is fine. Free one is fine and dandy. Even, if timescales decides he does want to continue on with it, he gave me the benefit of doing the Doctor Who show and even the toy edition, which is, on the 9th. That's when the month's range, right? Even so, I have my free account. I can just access that because 15 minutes. That's all that's available on the other StreamYard account. 15 minutes. When I got on, it was like we had 36 minutes used. And every time I had 3 episodes on, I had one, two, I had like 4 hours in my library. And I deleted it, so I kept adjusting. So okay, I'm good. And I said go into looking in the past and start deleting shows that were already done. Not the broadcast. The broadcast, you keep the broadcast so it stays put on your channel. Never touch the broadcast. Never touch the broadcast. And I brought it down. I'm the one I'm making adjustments. But now, I'm not crying wolf here. I'm not saying the sky's falling. I'm not saying World War III is coming, even though that's going to... I'm just saying. I wipe my feet. So it's important I do keep my original free one. I do need to set it up. And the use of the timescale StreamYard is great because I did take out a notepad, the Microsoft Notepad, and I copied down the banner and the addresses for next week. Guardians of Gallifrey, Eldor, Katie, Dave, myself, Greg, Kenny, Jay. So I got our web addresses down. No, cancel it. I messed up. I didn't do anything yet. So I got it copied, go into the new StreamYard, put those streaming banner, regular banners, the intro, the outro, it's on Google Drive. The pictures are on my computer. So is the intro and outro. So it's all there. It's going to be good. So when we do the Doc 2 episode, I don't know how long it's going to be honest. It could be 2 hours. As Mark says, just let it run because it's pre-recorded. I got to say pre-recorded because of Richard wanting to... But when Candyman finishes up, I'm going to do my $5, put up that beautiful thing up there. And I'll get to what I got UPS soon. I had too much stuff today. I didn't get to, I think it was 4 things at post office. I think it was the Boba Fett Bosk, which came on Saturday. One was a Boba Fett Retro, because I honestly don't know if I gave up. I gave up a lot of Star Wars stuff. I kept the cases, kept certain figures. I didn't keep them all. It was that purge, I had a lot of Boba Fetts. I may have kept a good Boba Fett, but I got the retro Boba Fett. I got the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. I was looking for... I'm going to do a video on the Boba Fetts, right? I was going to do that, right? Yeah. Right. I talk about how I have the Millennium Falcon, the repaint of the original. I didn't have the money or the space for the BMF, the big Millennium Falcon. But I did order a human Jabba from England. I need that painted. I'll do a thing say, Corey's wife is a good painter. Kenny's a good painter. Subjugate between, but not right now because Christmas is just everything lost. Paint the human Boba. Paint the comic book zip, little plastic baggie to the card. And the first release of Jabba, which was greenish with Han, because that's when I first saw him in the first special edition. It looked horrible. Then they made the second one look better, and then they made the third one look even better. But I'm not gonna. They never made those 2 other ones from Hasbro. So that first green Boba that first green Jabba, comic book Jabba, human Jabba needs painted. I'll probably use this Boba Fett. It's the was from Empire. Just use this one comic book for comic book Jabba. This one that was that whole bent card, tick me off kind of thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I'll probably use this one for human Jabba. And for the green Jabba slug, the first Return of the Jedi expensive one that we all paid money for because it was in a nice designer box, and I had to get one because it was beautiful. This one has the strands too. This one has the Wookiee strands. Wookiee strands. Wookiee strands. He doesn't have a cape though. How could they give him? They gave him Wookiee strands, but they did not give him his little cape thing. Well, Kenner. Well, Hasbro. They threw me off, Kenner. Hasbro, you suck as usual. And they did not do this for the comic book edition Boba Fett Death, Lies, and Treachery. They did do it for the comic book one. It's wrapped around his leg. So maybe I'm wrong, but I do not see a cape for him. Neither do I see for this one. This one doesn't even show a cape in the comic. So, 2 of the 3 will be on display. My Millennium Falcon display one day. When I went to Wally World, I was so surprised when I found Gold Wonder Woman. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like the gold ones. I think I have Flash and Batman, which I have the original Kenner Batman too, gold. I did not get Superman. I just didn't. I don't have them all. Wasn't planning on all of them. Some of the later ones I did because it was like trying to get the exclusives. So I went there. They had Aquaman with his gold belt. Oh joy! Pass. This one has a sticker saying, ironically, Gold Chase. DC Wonder Woman Gold Chase. So, okay. Aquaman with gold belt. Who cares? Riddler. Just one case. Batman, black and gray. The Wonder Woman. Superman. I had 2 Superman in a case. So I like the game. Both of them were not perfect. This one didn't have as much scratch. But someone was like, they wanted to have it. So they keep it in the package. So I got tan Superman. No Bizarro. Someone actually bought Bizarro. So this assortment, it was definitely Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. But like I did not get number 31 gold Superman. So I didn't want it. I do have number 1 Superman. I like that a lot. Number 2 was the 52 when this number 52 Superman got cancer, and then the regular Superman and the Lois and Lois merged together in a weird, funky, what's going on here kind of thing. So I was okay with it. Number 22 Superman, the Justice Lords. Yeah, that one came off the card. Thanks a lot, McFarlane Toys. Pass and go one. Fleischer's one, I do have. I found it. The one I got from Kenny. I got it. So he's the one I want to display. I love that design. And no Bizarro. I wasn't inclined to get Bizarro, but 2 Supermen. Open them up. Wonder Woman, all in gold. Very Gal Gadot. With Lasso too. So I get that. I'm happy with it. $10 each. Really happy. Now I bought that. I got the stand from Deals, paying $2 to try to figure out how to put my phone that Kenny sent me, and doesn't. So I got this. I for $6. I got this. I got a one grip thing, clip-on smartphone grip. I can just attach it to my little display stand, my stuff, and have it like right there. So the camera's here. I think just clip on there and have the phone. So if I need it as a backup, I got it for $6. I almost wanted for 15 because I had the light thing. I got a light there. I got a light there and a light there. I don't have them on. I don't know. I get too hot with them on. Yeah, you start using that vapor rub. Should have got a ton of vapor rub. Or equate vaporizing rub. $2 compared to $6 for Vicks, name brand. Do you sell by the gallon? Because I need to soak myself in vapor rub. Really? Aquaman was $40. I can't do that. It's all that past. Oh, it's gonna be worth something someday kind of thing, and it's always all stuck in there. I really gotta get on eBay, sell stuff. $40 for that stupid Aquaman. He just has a gold belt. People are nuts. But it says 40th anniversary. Like, so couldn't make $30 like that. But I like that Wonder Woman. It's like very, like I said, very Gal Gadot, very beautiful. The whole thing's being. Why couldn't they not do that with? I mean, Flash is all gold. Batman is gold, but it's Kenner Batman, black cape and cowl. Superman, gold, red cape and shorts. But Aquaman just had a freaking gold belt. That was the stupidest thing in the world. This is worth money. Not stupid Aquaman. That was my mindset was like, I can't. $10. I don't, like I said, I was buying things like, oh, they'd be worth something eventually. It was a gold trident. I wasn't even paying attention to the trident. Oh, that makes sense. But when everyone else is painted gold, why not give him the whole gold thing? He's like, oh, we're a gold trident. I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. I'm glad of what I got. Because that was a stupid thing McFarlane did. $40 for a gold belt, gold trident one. Yeah. SpongeBob. John, I can't remember. King Neptune. It was John Hurley. John O'Hurley. He was on Seinfeld and voice of King Neptune, and did Family Feud when it was in California. But when they moved it to Georgia, he didn't want to move to Georgia. So Steve Harvey took over and did his thing. Yeah, I'm still good. There's so many other things like the draws from. Oh, that's spectacular. Like the draws from draws, not drawers, draws. Pac Maca, Mr. Peterman. But through this, I did not do the sweepstakes for the latest sweepstakes for McFarlane. It was like, for me, it's like, I don't want them. And I actually won a few now, here and there. And it's like, I got Ragman. Just came in the mail. Ragman. The Platinum Edition Ragman. Pretty cool. So it's not flipping it, but I got one. say, I won then. So I get back in here. Ragman is for sale. Yeah, I don't. Enter sweepstakes. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance on it. I have no problem with that. So I'm happy with it. I know the Big Bad Toy Store has gotten in the Batman 1966 comic figures based, which use the same line for the TV show. Batgirl wearing black and blue and gray. Big Bad Toy Store has confirmed with me that's there. I did win the drawing for Fleischer, Superman, and Batman, so because I never see them in stores. And Kenny was right. Kenzel's Creations is always right. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Wow, really? It is pretty cool looking. I must say, I wasn't really in cards bent, of course. But I didn't get the hush, 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 hush. Heard somebody call my name. But it's very, very dark and sinister. I like it. Like, look at the card art. It's like, nah. But holding this figure in my hands, because I held the Hush figure, I was like, ugh, I don't like it. But black and gray. Now they didn't have the black and gray for the other one. I was like, I kind of, because otherwise I would have bought the black and gray Batman. I would have bought the black and gray Batman, Riddler, Aquaman. The only thing I've been missing would have been Bizarro, because someone actually bought that. They had 2 Supermen, one woman, 1 Batman, 1 Riddler, and 1 Aquaman. So another $20. Yeah, one of them could have paid for all 4. But this is actually growing on me. Wow. It gives me the vibe of I've not seen her. I saw Web Store at Walmart today. It gives me the vibes of Gotham by Gaslight. Now, I remember the story, never bought it, but it's when Batman had to deal with Jack the Ripper. It gives that, it's not the same cloak, but the way they fit the funky cape, it gives that look to him. It's like, okay, kind of like it. Very, very gothic. I didn't show off Huntress, didn't I? I got Huntress, very Earth 2 Huntress, Platinum Edition. The card is beautiful. The artwork's beautiful. Oh my God. She can hunt me down anytime. Helena. Oh, the New 52. So it's New 52. Okay, it was not. No, this is new. The New 52 is that one, which is based on the regular one. But this one is based pretty much on Helen Wayne, Earth 2. So, I'm going to find a box for it. It's nice, but again, this is like with Ragman and Sergeant Rock. I'm not interested. was like, well, I'll put in for the sweepstakes. If I win it, cool. If not, the ones I wanted through the sweepstakes I couldn't get. Like the question. I like that character, which is pretty much like the spirit and the shadow, the fedora thing. I love my fedoras. Oh, Death's Head came in. So I wasn't sure about what was going to happen with Big Bad Toy Store. Death's Head, yes. So, oh yeah, I sound. I'm going better. So I got my Death's Head 2. Death's Head number 1. Yes. So I have one to send over to England. Then another one to send over to England with someone touching my stuff. I put the specific ornaments, Doctor Who ornaments, which are only available up in like Wisconsin, a Tannenbaum Christmas store. It's online. The emoji bots, ornaments. Can't find them anywhere. They're British ornaments from a British show. It was only available in America. I couldn't find them. I found Death's Head. I just got in the Hallmark Cybermen. So I had to reorder those emoji bots. 2 because he wanted 2. So when those come in, I have 2 emoji bots, 1 Cyberman, Death's Head. Send him over to England. He's going to send me the custom heads of me, the cookies, the lamb, the little funky mask for my Funko, some Cybermen. So, like Kenny, if you no, you know, yeah, this is what you like. Her head's tilted. I don't know why. Okay, so like really, this artwork. Oh man, is that a pair of panties? Yes, it is. They put a pair of panties on the back of the box, the card. It's on the box. It's a pair of panties. Damn. The artwork is just amazingly beautiful. I could not find her. And compared to, it's the same head sculpt, right? Just a different shade of purple and with the cross on her. I can see if I find the picture online because that picture is beautiful. The artwork is amazing. Number 23. So, oh yes. If you're interested, my friend, you give me enough. And someone's suffocating underneath a bunch of boxes in the other room. I'm going to get to digging next week. I was going to do it Monday. That's when my back started hurting me. It's like, damn, this weather change is killing me. So I don't need that Entertainment Earth box. These other 2 boxes, what I just had. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That Batman's really growing on me. I don't want to sell that Batman. I want to open up the Batman. I should open up the Batman. I will sell off the extra Superman. So I got the Superman you gave me. I got the Batman from McFarlane. I'll compare the cards on Superman. Is this it? Let's see it. Because this card's kind of bent, but it's so. Okay, I can see quality control. Quality control from McFarlane. See how the belt's not painted completely yellow? There's a little scrape mark on. Was it? Definitely the belt. The belt is not perfect. But this is from McFarlane. There's a little dot on this S. Like, don't drive me nuts. And the card's bent. Thanks, McFarlane. Thanks for ruining everything. Now, compared to the one Kenzo's Creation sent me, the boots are not perfectly painted. The card has looked like there was a sticker on it, but it wasn't. It was just the way it's printed. Technically, I could just open up the one that McFarlane sent me because it's on the dang card. Because the one that you sent me is perfect. So I'm at the whole selling point. So to sell the one that has cards, kind of that's how it is there. That's just printing, but the figure is supreme. I'm thinking I will sell off the one you gave me. Open the one from McFarlane. Find some yellow. It's funny, there's not enough yellow on the belt buckle, but there's yellow on the red on the S. Because it's on a bent card. Thanks, McFarlane. You sent me one on a bent card. Can I just put them back here? I think I'll do that. I'll open up McFarlane's. Solve the better one. This Batman, I think, wow. I gotta open this Batman. This Batman's. It's like the artwork just doesn't give it justice. This is for the Hush version. I did not like it, but for black and gray, he's just there. It's like, I'm Batman. I'm gonna kick your ass. So I'm gonna open up both from McFarlane. I'm gonna put Wonder Woman. Oh, that's the Wonder Woman and this one away. We just put them in the background. So we gotta love the artwork. But that'll be it's got to be sold eventually kind of thing. But the other two will be loose as a goose. Loosey goosey. I'm going to open up Death's Head one day and stick him with the, let's see. Death's Head is 6 inches, so he works well with the newer Transformers, which are 6 inches tall, because he was at scale. Then there was a 7th Doctor that shrank him down from being the giant to a shrunk. So he would work with a not the 5-inch scale Doctor Who figures, more like the 3 3/4 inch scale Dapholes. It'd be funny. So that worked. I'll display Death's Head sooner or later. Tan Superman. Because everyone's like, this is the Superman. This is the one that everyone wants. For me, it was actually number 1 because it was the dark blue. That's what I liked, because when he wore dark blue and he wore the Fleischers type S. So the artwork is exactly what I like, the Fleischers, and when they did it for when he had his hair long. His hair was long. It was a darker purplish blue. And that's the t-shirt I wore with the S on it. But I said, they like the lighter blue Supermans. Okay. So I was like holding on. I just could not justify that Aquaman. Thank you for flipping. It's hard for me to flip anything because I just keep collecting it. And with the 4 packages in the post office. And one of them is the whole thing here. That's because I sweated so much, is all loosey goosey again. And I don't know where they are. Is it in my desk or is it in the drawers? I don't know. I got plastic ones. So, what would I love my Korean Superman. The Korean Batman. Oh, it's always sitting on the shelves. No one wants it. Oh, you can't get rid of him. I thought it's hilarious. The lighter gray. Oh, that Batman with that Batman. Oh, I thought, Boba Fett's Huntress, she's for sale. Ragman, Sergeant Rock. First Doctor custom, the pilot episode, First Doctor. So I put that up there for next week's show. So I need to go on to, since Timescales invited me to StreamYard, I need to set everything up there. Oh, I did this. It took me, I had to put his head under water. I heard a suction to pop it in because his head would not pop onto Anti-Eternia He-Man's body. I mean, that kind of, isn't that the same mold? But then again, it's not the same head. This head came from Barbarossa. I just want to see what it looked like. He's touching his butt. Every time I see my bottom, I think of the full moon, full of craters and a big crack. Yeah, bumbling boob. And then the picture drawn by Kenzo's Creations with the yellow green. Well, you took the animated pictures, and you had Skeletor, animated Skeletor as Disco Skeletor, which I have an Origins one back there. Beastman with the yellow armor, and Trapjaw, comic book version. And I thought, you know what? This is just the weirdest thing, Right. He has such a neck on him. It's like, I had to use hot water to go suction the head down. It doesn't fit right without, I don't know. I thought it'd been better. I guess you can put a cape on him. It would look better, but such a gap. And I'm afraid to try to pop the head off. But I had to dip his head in hot water. But for now, it's like, if I went with the glow-in-the-dark armor, kind of be matching what the Disco Skeletor is. So if we use glow-in-the-dark armor and the glow-in-the-dark staff, just need new boots for him. Keep the orange bands and just say, "That's my Halloween Skeletor." I emailed Bob Brams because they made Phantasmor, the little skull, a little baggy, and for goodness sakes, it's I asked them when are they going to make the parts to go with Phantasmor. Still no response. Trying to get a response from Billy saying, here's my schedule. There's only 15 more minutes available on StreamYard. Anyone wants to record a 15-minute video, there's no more room, no more storage. It's what was it, $84 or something? $85 a month for StreamYard for just 50 hours storage. And they bumped it up from $20. They bumped it up $20. It was $65. It's like, wow. I'm only paying $10 rent. For $10 more, you get 50 more hours. You double your hours of storage for $5 more. And almost $100 for 100 hours of storage. I'm not, and again, I don't know. I'm just the messenger. I am the messenger. I'm saying the World War III is coming soon. Why am I preparing for everything when everything's going to come to an end? I should just open up with the toys now and go, yes. We went out today because it rained yesterday. It's still raining in California. Ireland 2K7. Kenny knows I'm losing things. I'm forgetting things while I'm doing the show. I forgot to put the banner on. I forgot to do this and that. So yes, please jot that down because I forget everything. I don't like predict when World War III is coming, but since it rained, rained yesterday. Oh, doomy gloomy. Went out today. It was still a bit rainy. Like, what the hell's with these fog people everywhere? It was enough for me to drive, but where are they? Why? But then again, I get the figures. I went to the nice Walmart. Well, I saw Web Store and the cartoon version of Web Store. Did not see anything past Krang. Krang still sits on the shelf. As if it wasn't for me going north and finding one merman and Kenzo getting me. No, I got Moss Man. Kenzo got me Merman. Yeah, never seen them. Never went anything past Krang. My stuff from Walmart.com sometime next month. 2 left. One of them was Leatherhead, and the other one was the Red Horde Trooper. Yeah, Red Horde Trooper Commander. Yeah. So I'll see about that surge protector thing. So I didn't have time to go to the antique mall today. But this Vader, do I have this Vader? Probably do for $3, and definitely not. I want to put him on display. I like to put these original figurines from Japan. He doesn't have a sword. If he ever did, I'm not sure, but for $5 for Power Rangers Season 2. Yeah, Power Rangers Season 2. This series after. He's being kicked in the groin by his little self. Oh! Vader on display. Kenzo said it was growing on him. It's growing on me too. It's just so. I'm gonna kick your ass, Batman. I think. Old school, he doesn't have to go all black and everything. He's like, this is good enough. This is old school. I'm gonna kick your ass. I do not have any Spaceballs merch. I honestly don't remember if I actually bought that Spaceballs book either. I still can't process right. I'm just tomorrow, and he said I'm not supposed to be doing for a decade. It's like, go back there and do it. They don't want anyone off the register. It's like, fine. And me saying, okay, you cut me an hour, so now I can figure out how to put back the extra hour on Saturday by just making my maximum-ish number of hours, which it still cuts me. So what? I'm losing. Let's see, how much am I losing again? $100 a month, $100 a week. Yeah, I lose $100 a week because I lose 10 hours because I was not supposed to get full-time hours on a part-time schedule, part-time status, but And now there's no longer a Jumbo Bucks Lotto. Jumbo Bucks Lotto. The dollar game is, you have Fantasy 5, you have Cash 3, you have Cash 4, you have Cash 5. Fantasy, you have Cash 3, Cash 4, Fantasy 5, Cash for Life. Florida's got all these other goofy things. I think Mega Millions goes up to $3 a ticket sometime in the next couple of months. You can add an extra dollar to it as a multiplier, so you can already spend $3 on a Mega Millions, $3 on a Powerball. Now it's $3, and you can add the extra dollar. So $4 on one freaking ticket. And I want to win the lottery so I can take care of my friends. I don't want us working. I just want us, we don't know what's going to happen. Right? We never know what's going to happen. Right. I don't even remember if I actually bought that Spaceballs book on eBay. Somebody I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Had a dream that everyone went and told that I'm, besides my normal breakdowns all the time, that all I can do is keep talking and talking. I could not stop. And I was like, this and that. Like, I just want my co-host back, Technically my partner. So is Mark. So is Greg. So is Kenny. So is Dave. Because we're all working on this thing. I mean, Greg is helping me with got me the freaking device. Sorry, Loki. And of course, everything falls down. Yeah, he got me this thing. This one is what Mark told me on Walmart. He was looking it up from England onto the Walmart website. I just plug the sucker in. Just the Ethernet cables. That's 2 Ethernet cables already. But I want to plug this thing into a surge protector into this wall. I want to be uber safe. This is $70 right here for 2 of them. And I got to sneak this one into the kitchen, plug it into the cable modem router. I plug it in here first, but I want to have the surge protector because without the surge protector, originally it killed one computer. Then I went to my other computer, which has like one of each thing. It has a 3.5-inch disk drive. I added the 5.25-inch disk drive just for display. I have a CD drive. I have a DVD drive. And it was still plugged into the internet, still plugged into the phone line. That's how old it is. And little ports in the front, which didn't even work because he never plugged it in. He never plugged them in. He never set it in for me. It was too tiny. So it's a display piece inside the cabinet. Oh, thank you. Then I got the rebuilding. I had a computer with the drawers, and I had one of those fake drawers, just put on little things in there. But then the newer cases no longer had disk drives. You had to buy the external disk drive, which I still haven't plugged in after years. I got the powered up USB one, which plugs in the cable for my tablet I took from my mom so I can play Candy Crush Soda Saga. And also plugged in plugged into the computer. But I have some Alien tape, which I bought. I couldn't find it, found it. I can't find it again because I don't know where I put it to stick it on the side of the desk to plug in the thing there, so I can plug the thing in there, and so I can move off the DVD, move the disc player over so I can see if it actually works. Because I don't think I'm going to Atlanta anytime soon because my friend has dialysis and he can't drive anymore. He's on year 3. If it's true that come year 7, they don't last 7 years, I don't know. Probably not, but he's got my stuff. He has my stuff down there. He's paying a lot of money for his house because his brother has and I'm going into a lot of detail, but it's how everything just falls apart. His brother has a disease where he can eat something and then sleep for 20 hours a day or 22 hours. Zombie, recognize you, makes him eat, goes back to sleep. So it doesn't work. Can't keep a job because of that disease. My friend's paying for the house by himself. $200,000 a month. That's his entire check from the VA. And the VA has not given him anything. It's been months and months and months. It's like, where's his 100% disability? Because they shove freaking pipes into his arm, take out the blood, put the blood back in 3 times a week. And so the other days he's just mentally drawn, doesn't want to do anything. He has to speak to a counselor because he doesn't want to live anymore. And as my uncle said, someone that's on dialysis usually only has 7 years to live because none of his family members, all 7 of them, will not give him a kidney. And I keep thinking, yeah, and here I am buying things. And what can I give back? What do I give back? I give back a talk show that no one's watching. I have 20 subscribers because I took everyone's phone at work. I said, I'm going to add you this. I'm going to add you this. And I have 8 people away from being on here. 8 people from having 200 subscribers on my page. Unbelievable. I need to actually double check that the backup page for Spill the Geek Tea is actually subscribed here. Just because I did it for Dave. I had that one. He's only 1 away from 250. I just want to take care of my friends, because the one friend that I cared about really deeply, like, how am I going to be anything? How am I anything to anyone? I'm not anything to me, for God's sakes. I've been a disappointment all my life. 15 minutes of fame, the auditions, the theater plays only in college, auditioning for Phantom of the Opera, the TV show, the Doctor Who fan films, which maybe one day I'll do. The writing, the promising an actor. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying. When it's constantly put upon, not just the customer, but with family. The family. Always. You deal with narcissists. You deal with ignorance. You deal with the fog people. Women that would walk towards the door and say, and pull a Marsha. Oh, my nose. I'm just, I'm not making anything. I set myself up and said, Spill the Geek Tea. I had spinning off from The Legend of the Shining TARDIS. So I declared I was a spin-off show. And it made sense, because anything that could not be done on the show that was on Doctor Who would relate back to my show. Then, not between any of us at the time, and still nothing between us at the time, between me and Christian. No. He just has enough time to do with his own show. He did episode 1, and that was it. I still use, if it works as a positive, yes, I am the spin-off show. If it doesn't, I'm just, a show taking people from The Legend of Shining TARDIS onto my show because, I want to see those 40,000 subscribers. Mark never been on a show. he came on to the show after I did. So here and there, and he was always in the chats. He has a technical support. Timescales. He's loves the format I do. So when we did the episode 2, he's like, you know what, Mark and I knew automatically we're gonna put him on the show. He has a vast knowledge of history, Doctor Who, and more. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on. Kenzo Creations. I mean, jumping in the toy community. It's like, who do I meet? I meet Kenny, Corey, Oz. I didn't know he was a friend of mine on Facebook. Saying, "Oh, you're Oz, okay." And a couple others I've going through Instagrams. Oh, we're friends. I could be friends on Facebook too. Just kind of do that things. Kenny's at the toy thing and working on things for me. With Oz bringing in Mega J Retro, and Jay wanted to be on my show, just said get on StreamYard, and this whole thing. So far as what? Me, Mark, Kenny, and Jay will be on the toy edition. Katie's going to be on next week's show because Greg said make sure with Doctor Who thing. Dave's possibility he's going to work things out. Richard Van Dark. So anything I said in the past you do not hear, you don't remember. Have some Alzheimer's or something. Or forget. Just forget. He's going to try to wear a mask. When he was on, he's flipping between Greg's channel and my channel. What can I talk to anyone live? And Greg's like, oh, we're not live yet. I said, I was just Richard being Richard. He's just, being on, but Eldor, Master Versal Toy Hunter, who lives in the land of Eternia, New Zealand. He has a Doctor Who background. Holy moly. I made him, when he just said a couple things like this, I was like, okay. And then he mentioned more things. Man, I'm making him a co-host. Which leaves Mr. Traveling TARDIS, if he ever pops in. The girl that I knew somewhere. But I don't have... I had plans for other people. I had plans for Lord Byron of Phantasmagoria, but he's busy. He's always busy. But I'm going to go visit him at work. Because then we'll go see his colleague, my old professor, and say, okay, Julia, who was Sherlock Holmes in The Crucifer of Blood when I played 2 characters? Because I swore he was on Melrose Place for 1 season, or at least 1 episode. Another blonde-haired, blue-eyed, very attractively handsome man in Hollywood. Another dime a dozen Kens, They tried to dye his hair, but didn't work. So he was a blonde Sherlock Holmes. Remember, we had a blonde James Bond before Daniel Craig came in. Roger Moore was blonde. But his hair changed. Kitchen Killers, well, Billy's busy. Mark Muncy of Eerie Travels, his health is more important. He's got his own channel, but he pops in Legend Trying TARDIS, so I'll pop in. So with John and Mark and Billy, just pop in when they can. The toy crew, which I gathered for next month, we'll switch them out and see who else can you be available? Can Mikey, are you available? Allison, are you available? All things like ideas, like I'm still armor here, but his head doesn't have to fit all the way down. It kind of bothers me, like I had to do this, and why is it this head does not fit on that He-Man body? Oh my god, I heard crack. Oh, thank goodness it popped it off. Can I get this on for the life of me? Let's see if I can put it back on. It worked. It didn't. It did not work. So it worked. Okay. It just maybe if I had a cape to him, if I had a black cape, just to have my Halloween Skeletor. Hey, you're bumming boobs. Maybe I just it's $35 for this head. I like the Halloween one. It's hilarious. But if and maybe I should just use one of the other bodies of Skeletor, have it dyed black because at least it fits right. Because it's just I'm glad I tested. It just doesn't look right. It's kind of like my unit figure back there. He has a very tall neck. So when I cut the neck off of one of them, it doesn't look right when I put it back on. It's trial and error. Everything for us is trial and error. So Kenny does the 3D sculpting, Corey does the painting, or does the bleaching, the dyeing, and get his wife to do the details. Yeah, the Mega Customs. He's I got pieces. I like his Ash version. It's also I got stuff from him. I got stuff from Etsy. I went on Talons something on Etsy. I went through his page again. I was like, there's nothing I want. Buying and buying and buying. I was like, nothing I want now. Hordak MX. Be easier just to say to give it to him than me constantly forgetting to contact those guys and say, could you make a hit on me? How much would you pay? Because justify their time. I don't know. I still do that. I just can't remember these things. We're going through all these things in life. We just want to more and more and more. We just keep ourselves happy. And it just ends up of, wow. I was looking at someone posted on Facebook, the company DNA Studios, something like that. They had the replacement parts for Vector Prime. You take the legacy version of Vector Prime, smaller one, nice size, 6-inch scale figures. And they had something to make the feet a little bit taller, shin covers because they use the same mold of another figure. They just didn't complete it. It looks funky. So shin covers, side shin covers, forearm covers, bigger shoulder pads, and bigger wings. They didn't say how much it's going to cost. It's pre-order. It's like, you know how that means. So with eBay, I ordered, and someone said, what about the shin guards? And they said, I'm sure it will work. From their side guards, just don't put them in there. Pay $17 for the shin guards and side guards through them. Another one had upgraded to better looking wings. They had the wings, they had the shin guard, wing set, leg set. They had an upgrade of the wings that were painted. They had the add on to the forearms, sword, which was not necessary. But it looked good. And then for them, it was new feet and little funky little wings to put on the back of the legs. Because when I thought about it, the front legs didn't bother me. When I looked at it the first time, I was like, well, I like the way they look. I'm back and forth, back and forth. Am I ever going to do it? Am I ever going to take out Vector Prime? Yes, I would, because I like Vector Prime. Vector Prime. He's a freaking time traveler. Vector Prime is a time traveling transformer. So I would like to get enough parts on him to make it look better than the freaking Hasbro release. So I saved it for both parts. The better looking wings, the forearm guards, sword I don't need. Might, maybe not. And the better feet and little wings on the side legs compared to just the shin guards. Which if I did that, I could put the shin guard and the side thing and then use the better feet to the other ones. Like, and just not use extra parts. Like, oh my god, and just display it. Like, where am I going to display it? Where am I going to display the stuff I'm getting from the UK? Oh, so and with the my Funkos, right? I still haven't painted it. I still had to put paint on it. He made me a cookie. He made a bunch of cookies, chocolate chip cookies. He made me a mask that was a very rectangular, just for fun, because I did one and a little lamb. So once I finished painting him, had him holding a cookie, had him holding the mask. He goes in a box until I do a review on it and put it back in the box. We're just, with me, it's like Kenny, you got Masters Universe, some GI Joes, Turtles, and Thundercats. I had Star Wars, Master Universe, Transformers, per Star Wars, which taking Doctor Who books, that was a mistake. Masters Universe again, Transformers again. Combiners that Super Megatron, Super Starscream, that's still possible. Starscream is still possible. The Megatron, no. Soundwave as a combiner, no, it's not gonna work either. Boxes are just sitting up there. Why do I have boxes up there? Am I gonna remember to touch that box? No, because I gotta clean off the floor. I clean off the floor here too. I got a measuring hang right, measure, mark, hang for things I don't hang on the wall. But I got it for $10 at Dollar General. Why? I had a roast beef sandwich from Subway. The amazing pocket chair. Take it anywhere. Would I take it with me? They said it can fit in your pocket. This thing is heavy as hell. How does that fit in my pocket? Who's gonna? Oh, it clips inside your pocket, right? How did he have to fit? Okay, it's the back pocket. Can I bring this to Disney? No. Am I ever gonna need it? No. If I get it back in the box, I'm missing MegaCon by 1 week, and I'm not changing dates again because when I get down to Orlando, it's a Chinese, Vietnamese Lunar New Year. So my mom's gonna have a great time on Wednesday. I'm gonna be at Disney on Thursday. I don't see anything happening with me singing. But one more thing before we go, because I got light coming through. I can't barely see the clock. You can take it on. You can take it on a plane. You can take it on a train. You can take it. You can take it on a boat. You can take it in a boat and sink. And Moti, I have Mega Customs sent me this. I was the first one to get this. No one else had it. So I had the prototype or the first print of Moti out of the egg, unpainted. You can put it on the bottom. Wow. Mega Customs, pretty cool. So would I ever paint it? Probably not, because it's the very first release. So I'm honored to have one. So damn cute. I mean, I like them have painted, but it's the first release, the prototype, so classy. So all these things, that whole display thing, if I put the phone in front of in the back of a big old screen for $2, yes, and get this funky display thing, which didn't do me any good for $2, which I can, someone wants it. Just take off the plastic thing. It's got the magnet, and it'll stick on the magnet, so it's got the little Allen wrench on the bottom. I'll find a box. Because for $6, when I get this clip thing, I will utilize it. I will utilize it for this on Tuesday. I could have just got the whole stand and just so it could sit on there, but that was not the point. The point was to have this sticking up higher and holding it up so I can do the back up like we were trying the other night. But with a clip, I could clip it on my thing here. Drop my ghost monster because I got too much stuff here. Betsy's knocking everything over. Come on, Bets. Strange way of telling me you love me. But at least I know after this, in a minute or so, I have everything prepared to go on StreamYard under timescales. So next week's show, if it'd be 4 hours, it'd be 4 hours. Dave says it's not going to be 4 hours. You never know. If Greg wants to talk. Katie wants to talk. Mark is like, no, it's pre-recorded. Who cares? And if it's still available for me to use for the Toy Edition, I want to keep the shows at 55 minutes because I'm before the Kitchen Killers, which starts at 7:05 p.m. Eastern. So when I do go live in February, it's like, we're going to end the show here, and then next up you can watch Kitchen Killers at 7. Kitchen Killers with Billy Floyd and Jay Commodore. Something. I don't remember his last name. Why don't you get on your knees and tell me you love me? If she told me that, I would have, but I would say that's my fault. I'm very emotional. I get hurt very easily. I fall in love very easily. It is filling the void. I mean, when the title was spinning off from The Legend of Driving TARDIS, but I'm not being promoted on The Legend of Driving TARDIS. But people from The Legend of Driving TARDIS are on my show. And because I said I'm a spin-off of The Legend of Driving TARDIS, when it comes to be, if anyone wants to be interviewed, if it's not going straight to, and it comes to me, I have a lot more people. We go that route, but I'm just keeping it, I don't know if I will ever be forgiven because I've done the unforgiven for being someone who's just filling the void. Hence why it says, spinning off into filling the void. Welcome to Spill the Geek Tea. Enter if you dare, and please wipe your feet. There is room for another. Just saying. I remove the cup. I bring Richard down. I bring Jay down. So Jay and Eldor kind of fitting there. And with Richard and Christian barely on the show. And opposite Katie being, two girls. Just saying. I asked too much. But I guess I have to put away. So I'm grateful for those that stuck around. Kenny and whomever else watching. Maybe it's me watching. I don't know. To Ireland 2K7, who asked me about Spaceballs. I only know one person who I talked to about Spaceballs. to Greg for popping in at the moment. You filthy animal. Speaking of Dead Inside, catch Velvet Chains on Spotify and YouTube. Their new single, Dead Inside. Now, Ro does say the F word twice, so it's for adult purposes, so for adults. On the radio on Sirius XM, they kind of like bleep the word. For radio purposes, yes, but for hard rockers, I'm it's either his idea or James. Did the boss say, you need to say the F word? You gotta say the F word. Some things will never change. Yes, it is. I was funny because when Lisa Foyles came back on the scenes, I tried to be friends with her, and then she got into the band Von Bolt. So Boss was talking to me quite a bit. I think he's done my insanity. And then he joins up. He was on the tour with them with Velvet Chains, and he became the permanent rhythm guitarist. And you hear a lot more songs, And their last song, it's the lead singer Ro, bassist Nils, who said he's going to be on Spill the Geek Tea. He's going to be interviewed. So what? James, who I said he's tired of me, and Lahi never even replied, never even accepted my invite on Instagram to chat. So Ro and Lahi, no. James, maybe just Boss is just aggravated with me. But the drummer, Jason, Nils, bassist, drummer, Jason, they want to be on Spill the Geek Tea. He's like, in the future, like 2 rock stars in Vegas want to be on my show. So who wants to interview 2 rock stars, When they say yes, I'm putting the feels out there to everyone on here. Say, who wants to interview 2 rock stars? And make James Rowe and Lahi feel kind of bad. You 2 are the greatest. I love Velvet Chains and Von Bolt, because it's that whole, public is fine, but in private, no. Anyway, Dead Inside by Velvet Chains is a great song. Nils has some bits. James with his singing raspiness, and Lahi singing too. And there's just Jason in the video putting his hair down. He's got the war makeup on. It's like, dude, everyone's singing but the drummer. And then to find out Jason's only 5'9". I asked Nils, Jason says he's only 5'9". I'm 6'1" now because of the spine injury. I started shrinking. And Nils goes, I'm a few inches taller. Yeah, he's the shortest member. Of the group. Because I said, I just want to confirm, because all drummers that I know and know of, saying, okay, no, 2 drummers. They're not that tall. And every drummer of Kiss has been short. He's trying to be thinking, are all drummers short? Tommy Lee was big and tall. Anyway. Well, we don't talk about that one because that drummer is not in our lives anymore. And I'm not speaking in plural myself to anyone else watching. Kenny said it. I didn't. It's true. I have an extra cyclone, which I ordered. Then he said he got it in Germany. So got extra cyclone to sell too. Yeah. Mine was just being heartbroken with women, and they burned bridges against me. Except one. There's a former Hooters girl. Like, she hasn't deleted me. Like, then again, I have not gone forward and say hi. There's one I was not a Hooters girl. Well, Hooters girls, oh my god! But there's one in England. I was so much in. No, I don't know. Anyway, burn bridges just to make new ones and try to work things out. But with that, another episode has come to end. I'm going to clean the floors and set everything up in StreamYard. Thank you, Kenzo's Creations, for coming on. Check him out on his YouTube page. Check him out on Spill the Geek Tea in a couple weeks or so. Definitely on the 9th of December. So see anything beforehand, week before, week after, week after, week after. See about that. I'll throw out the fuels. Thank you, Ireland 2K7. I'm writing down HOR Horsack MX. So I'll contact Horsack about the head there. Oh yes, your show comes. Yes, Kenny's show comes on at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Times on YouTube. So he's got his live show going on. So I'll be in the chat there too. And I have the fan turned on because I'm sweating now. So all's good there. And to Timescales, who's going to set everything up, always most appreciated. And that's it for tonight, peoples. I will be back on Saturday at I'm gonna write down what you said. Hump day hodgepodge. So if you should forget, I got it written down. So your title of your show is Hump Day Hodgepodge. This makes sense. Or my show is Hump Day Hodgepodge. It's written down. I'll be on your chat in a little while, Kenny. Everyone else has been watching. Anyone plan to watch? Please like, subscribe, share. To hear, to Spill the Geek Tea, to my co-hosts, especially Kenzo's Creations, and the Timescales. And with that, I forgot what time the date's going to be on Saturday. I'm on Saturday, right? Yeah, I'm on Saturday. I'm on 5 p.m. Saturday? Yeah. 5 p.m. Saturday on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. So, and now with that, yes. Kenny, if I can tell you, time waits and turns slowly is an anagram. So to all, I wish you good night, and always remember, time waits and turns slowly.